Hello, Gemini Mooners. Welcome to the Light Studio. We're tuning in today to see what your energies are, where they're placed for the month of April. Happy April. Or just for the month ahead, basically, for the month ahead. Because remember, energy is fluid, which means that it may not resonate today. It could resonate in a few months' time. And that's okay. It moves, it's fluid. When you're in alignment, this will be in alignment with you. If it does resonate with you, then do please subscribe, like, share, comment even to let me know how that it resonates with you. And if you would like more, you're invited to join the Light Crew community, which is a sacred energy space created for alignment with self, with soul, and with community in the same slipstream. So if this resonates, do check that out. I have links to that in the description box below. So Gemini Mooners, I'm tuning in to you, and already I feel there's an element of procrastination that I'm feeling, and I've been feeling that as I've been preparing for tuning into you. Which is this energy of, I know I've got to do this, I know I've got to do this, I know I've got to do this, I know I've got to do this. But at the same time, I don't really want to do this. I'm not ready to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. So there's this element of procrastination. Obviously, the true aspects of self is going on here. I do really feel that if you can communicate with yourself in a clear way, that could be writing a list, is very proactive in the sense that you can clearly see what is next for yourself on your journey, be that long-term journey or daily journey, whatever it is. So I do feel like there's a clarity required, and that is about writing something down to help you see and reread it and help you see what it is that is going to assist you on this journey. So maybe there's a little bit of fluff caught up in your description of what you want to do. So clean out, sort the wheat from the chaff is an old term that's just popped in. So clean out what it is and get quite factual on the steps that you need to take. That's what feels important for you at the moment. We are headed into a full moon. It is going to be the Libra full moon, and that is tomorrow. So we've got this Libra full moon energy around us. But this, depending on when you watch it, this full moon energy is illuminating how you communicate with others and how you communicate with yourself. There is a strong need, Gemini moons, for you to be more kind and gentle in the way that you talk to yourself, in your own self-management. Yes. All right, I'm working with the Soul Journey cards today, which are from James Van Praagh. These are really great as a focus, as a lesson. So we're going to move these over here. And we're going to call in the elements of earth, air, fire, water, ether. Earth, air, fire, water, ether. Earth, air, fire, water, ether. We call on you now. We ask for your crystal clear guidance for messages for Gemini moon signs at this time, please. Gemini moon signs at this time, please. Thank you. What is their soul lesson? Okay, there you go. That is what I was talking about in terms of being more gentle and kind to the way you speak to yourself. Aha. So underneath is gratitude. Gratitude is such an amazing frequency, amazing energy. If you really feel into it, and you'll notice that your heart becomes warm and you become more open with gratitude, and because you're filling yourself with love, and you're filling your environment with love. So being thankful for all of the things that are happening, be they good, be they bad, be they indifferent. Maybe it's just about being grateful for clean water running through your taps. Do you know what I mean? There's an element here that requires you to pay more attention to your surroundings and also your own faculties, because this is part of the acceptance of self that's required at this time. Learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So this energy feels really supportive from that perspective of maybe it's time to take up a gratitude journal. And that could be something really simple. It doesn't have to be long-winded, writing down 5 things every day that you're grateful for, and just and feel that energy build and bubble inside of you. All right, acceptance. Yeah, it really does have something to do with the way you speak to yourself. Do you beat yourself up a lot? Because now's the time to stop doing that. Gemini moons. Now's the time to be more mindful of the way you speak to yourself, because you wouldn't speak like that to somebody else, to your friend, to your partner. So just be mindful how you speak to yourself at this time. Be more balanced, be more loving, be more supporting, be more grateful. All right, we're going to tune into, I feel like these ones. I'm going to use the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed to help us with some more information, please, connected with the lesson of acceptance for Gemini moons at this time. Can we have some more information about the lesson of acceptance with Gemini moons at this time, please? The lesson of acceptance. All right. So underneath we have the 5 of Wands. All right. So this energy tells me in this deck, very different energy too, because it's the Good Tarot. I feel like your underlying message at this moment is about you acknowledging the lessons from the past and how you have made mistakes, because there is no mistakes. It isn't. They're lessons. They're like instructions for life on, okay, I tried it this way and it didn't work out in a way that is expanding. It worked out in a way that taught me that didn't work. Let's try another direction. Let's try another path. Let's try another system. That's what this feels like. And it feels like you've been banging your head quite a lot trying to figure out what way is the best way for you. And I feel like, I'm not sure if you can see this. Bring it up to the camera. There's a little line, like a little stray hair or a string or something from her head. And this to me feels like a line of thought. And it feels like an inspired line of thought that's coming in that feels very out of the ordinary. It's not your usual standard looping of thoughts. It's something very different. It's an inspired idea that's going to come through. And follow the light with this inspired idea, because it is going to bring in fresh new energy, but you may have to try a few different ways first before it bears fruit. Okay? So it's being creative and it's giving it a go, and there's a practice required. That's what it boils down to. All right, so we have, well, I didn't leave much room on the camera today, did I? Need to rejig that. Okay. It's very minimal. So we have strength, the Ace of Fire and the King of Fire, and then we've got the Five of Fire. All right, Gemini, you're on fire, basically. You have got creative ideas. This is that creative idea that's come in left of center. It feels very different. It feels like it's been almost, I've heard the word gifted to you, like from out of thin air. It's dropped in out of thin air. And okay, so bear in mind that we're all connected to the collective consciousness. And if you don't take up this wonderful idea, it's going to land in somebody else's lap. So not to put any pressure on you, of course, but this is about you mastering your own energy so you can stand in your own strength and courage. And strength, number 8, mastery, powerful, abundant energy, leadership energy. But strength is also about self-love, Gemini moons. It's really, truly about self-love. And because when we master that self-love, and we'll forever be learning to master self-love, but it comes down to acceptance, accepting ourselves, warts and all, for who we are. And this is what this feels like. It is, you've got a new idea and it's very passionate, and your heart is in it, and you're full of inspiration around this. And this is about you stepping into leadership, but with wisdom of what this idea is, and sharing it with others. But it's not quite ready to be shared yet. I feel like you've got to mull it over a little bit and write things down. Write your ideas down, and then come back and a couple of days later and write some more about it, and then go back and reflect, because there needs to be a stronger structure here in order for it to be more effective. What's underneath that? Yeah, the Queen of Air, see? And that's about you that's your energy. The Queen of Air, I'm going to call her in because I feel like this is what's required at the minute for you to step into more clarity, more wisdom, okay, to see things from a different perspective. Because look how fiery that is. This energy here is very, very fiery. It's very action orientated. This is Aries month, absolutely. And we've got like 6 signs in Aries, 6 planets in Aries at the moment. So there is this motivation and drive and passion and, desire to step into a new potential. But your mind needs to slow down a little bit and to get clear before you step off. Now, you do have this extrasensory perception, Gemini moons. So your intuition and your telepathic connections, like you can connect with things beyond the human realm. And, if you're connecting to be that star people or your ancestors or your spirit guides, your spirit helpers, do practice that this month to help you into this path of full steam ahead, because it's very action orientated, and one of those actions is for you to get very clear here. It's a creative project, it's a creative idea, and it feels very expansive. But remember to come back to the gratitude of why you're doing this, because it makes you feel good, and how grateful you are that you're able to follow this passion, because it does make you feel good. All right, final message. Final message for Gemini moons for the month of April, please. Final message. There you go. That literally just flew out. Willpower. Absolutely. All right. There's the moon. There's the earth. Your strength is your willpower right now. So this all comes down to you having the will, your sovereign power, your sovereignty, to step into a new path where you can clarify it first. Have that willpower to clarify it by getting clear, writing things down, See this blue energy in here? There's blue and this green energy. And I do feel like you are speaking with the stars. So there is some galactic people, galactic energies that you're working with at this time. And old souls, definitely old souls, because you're ready to take off. There's the wings, there's the wings. You're ready to take off, Gemini moon. And we've got some wings here as well. And some wings here as well. So yeah, you're ready to take off, but you know, accepting that you are strong enough, you are courageous enough, and also with that element of vulnerability, because that's where the courage comes from. Accepting that you can do this and you have this power. Will it. Will it. All right, Gemini moons, I'm going to leave that with you. In the description box below, you'll find all the links to a personal reading if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, the Light Crew community, and or my website where I've got other things on offer. All right. Toodaloo. Namaste.